Hi, this is Mariami from Shaman Essence, and as promised, I'm going to deliver a educational video on unified field of attention, learning how to practice presence and to incorporate awareness into daily living. This is something that won't happen overnight, but if you practice every day, or if you work towards practicing every day, even if it's just 5-10 minutes, you can incorporate into daily life. And although it's a very meditative practice, it's really about promoting consciousness and getting out of our own way, so that our body just corrects itself rather than armouring and trying to correct our posture or correct our neck or our alignment. It's just about learning how to be and how to experience life in a very what's called inhibition, in a very sort of relaxed yet alert manner. So it is not a meditation practice, but although it's very meditative. And the one way I like to compare it is often in meditation we close our eyes and we go inward and we go within, which is wonderful. I do that a lot when I do Feldenkrais as well, awareness through movement and body work. But with this type of somatic education, we actually work with our eyes open. And the whole idea is to encompass a unified field of attention, so that we're actually paying attention to what's going on inside and outside of ourselves in a unified experience. Not everything all at once, it's going to be constantly moving. So you can sort of find a way to do this on your own without listening to the video, but I'll talk you through it this time, the way that I do it with myself. So sometimes I do this in sitting on a chair. You want your feet to be able to be on the floor so that you're not straining with your back muscles to sit nice and tall. You can do this also lying on your back, or lying or standing. It can also be done at any point of the day. Once you've got the discipline of doing it 10 to 20 minutes a day on your own, you'll find you can pause every now throughout the day, have a little pause and check in with yourself. So I'm going to come on my back. So with this video camera, you're only going to see part of me. So you can do this in sitting. You don't have to look. You can close your eyes for a moment. Just sense yourself in space. So I'm on my back, so my eyes are open, and if you're sitting, your eyes can be open as well, and just become aware of the sensations you're feeling. For example, with the contact with the floor, it could be under your feet, it could be under your sits bones, the buttocks. Sense the floor, sense the chair, sense your feet, and then sense if your eyes are soft, the throat, the neck, the jaw. So often when we are stressing, whether we're acting or performing or speaking, we tense up in the throat and the mouth, and we stare at the eyes. So check that your eyes are soft and you can actually see. So I'm in a room, so I feel this enclosure on me, and I want to sense, okay, beyond the ceiling there is a sky, and beyond the walls there are the oceans that way. And I have also a mountain this way. So on some level I'm going beyond the walls, and at the same time I'm feeling what's going on in my body. And I sense the top of my head and what's there. So what I'm doing is I'm constantly, every now and then, shifting my attention. Are my eyes soft? Can I see the space around me? What's my breathing like? When I concentrate, do I hold my breath? So I'm not trying to fix anything or fidget and get my back right or get my neck right. I'm just practicing not doing inhibition. And if something's slightly uncomfortable, I'm learning to not react and just observe. Obviously, if there's a bit of pain, then you don't want to be in any kind of pain. And there's so many things to experience. There's the temperature of the room, the clothing on my skin, the sounds outside this room. I can hear the traffic, the ocean. And there's the sound of your breathing. And you may notice like little bits of tension in the shoulders, if that's where you tend to hold, start releasing. And you just notice all these little things all at the same time as a unified experience of awareness. And that's it, it's just simple. Check in with yourself, check in with the space around you. Checking that the throat, the neck, the tongue is soft, the eyes are soft. You're not staring or blocking out your experience, although your eyes are open. If you tend to like to close your eyes, have them slightly open so you can see. And that's basically our first lesson in somatic movement education. It's just the practice of not doing. of being. As simple as that.